Hello everyone, welcome to Mockbank's course on the basics of English grammar. In this course, you will be learning about the fundamental aspects of English grammar. We first need to understand what a sentence is. A group of words which make complete sense is called a sentence. For example, Little Ram sat in a corner. This sentence makes complete sense, therefore it is known as a sentence. Different parts of a sentence refers to parts of speech. So these parts of speech are what constitute of grammar in the English language. So let's discuss the first part of speech, that is the noun. A noun is a word used as the name of a person, place or thing, an idea or an organization, such as Akbar was a great king, Kolkata is on the Hooghly, the rose smells sweet, the sun shines bright. Here Akbar, Kolkata, rose and sun are all nouns. The word noun includes all objects that we can see, hear, taste, touch or smell, and something we can think of but cannot perceive by the senses. This is known as an idea. An idea would be something like, his courage won him honor. Here, courage and honor are both nouns. The word thing is used to mean anything that we can think of. Look at the following sentence. Ashoka was a wise king. The noun Ashoka refers to a particular king, but the noun king might be applied to any other king as well as Ashoka. We call Ashoka a proper noun and king a common noun. The word girl is a common noun because it is a name common to all girls, while Sita is a proper noun because it is the name of one particular girl. A common noun is therefore a name given in common to every person or thing of the same class or kind. Common here means shared by all. A proper noun is the name of some particular person or place. Proper means one's own. Hence, a proper name is a person's own name. Proper nouns are always written with a capital letter at the beginning. Proper nouns are also sometimes used as common nouns. Kalidas is often called the Shakespeare. Here, Shakespeare means the greatest dramatist. So Shakespeare in this case is a proper noun which is used as a common noun. Common nouns include what are called collective nouns and abstract nouns. The collective noun is the name of a number or collection of persons or things taken together and spoken of as one whole, such as crowd, mob, team, which all refer to a group of people. Flock here refers to a flock of geese. Herd refers to a herd of cattle. Army refers to a group of soldiers. Fleet refers to a collection of ships. So all of these words which I mentioned just now are all collective nouns. Abstract nouns is usually the name of a quality, action or state considered apart from the object to which it belongs. This is a little confusing, so I will repeat it once more. An abstract noun is usually the name of a quality, that is such as goodness, kindness, whiteness, darkness, etc. An action such as laughter, theft, movement, judgment, hatred, etc. Or a state such as childhood, boyhood, youth, slavery, sleep, etc. The word abstract means drawn off. So therefore, these abstract nouns are drawn off different parts of speech such as adjectives, verbs, common nouns, etc. The next part of speech we're going to learn about is a pronoun. A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun, such as John is absent because he is ill. Here, we are using he instead of John yet again. Instead of saying John is absent because John is ill, we say John is absent because he is ill. So the word he replaces John. So this word is known as a pronoun. A word that is used instead of a noun is called a pronoun. Pronoun means for a noun. I am young. We are young. You are young. They are young. He, she or it is young. So here I, we, you, he, she and it and they are called personal pronouns because they stand for the three persons: the person speaking, the person spoken to, and the person spoken of. The pronouns I and we, which denote the person or the person speaking, are said to be personal pronouns of the first person. The pronoun you, which denotes the person or person spoken to, is said to be a personal pronoun of the second person. You is used both in singular and plural forms. The pronouns he, she, and they, which denote the person or the person spoken of, are said to be personal pronouns of the third person. It, although it denotes the thing being spoken of, is also called a personal pronoun of the third person.